Welcome to the Art of Hitting channel. Today we got a little behind the scenes at the Dugout with Ed and Dan talking about timing, how important timing is. It was just a mic check in the Dugout, but they wanted to put this out there because they had an interesting discussion that they thought through how important timing was, and hope you enjoy it. Look behind the scenes at the Dugout with Ed and Dan. MVP of slow pitch hitting. What do you think that is, Dano?
The unseen MVP of slow pitch hitting. I would say Ed Rose, the little guy in your shoulder.
No, dude, it's
whispering in your ear.
No, it's called timing.
Timing.
Come on, man, you way out there.
You know, funny. So we played last night, and I was thinking of the three T's were going through my head because it was one of those scenarios where they were all going, and I was wondering to myself, do you think there's an order in the three T's? Is it timing first, then technique, then technology?
No, dude. No,
it's all in one, right?
Well, look, timing works on the organization or optimization of contact, and it also assists the generation of power, and it help. You know, it's the functionality has to do with the plate coverage, and of course your reaction time. Mm-hmm. And the timing is, pitch selection is part of timing in a way, but, you know, it's a little stretch. But no, you got to have the technique. You have the technique, and then you got to incorporate the timing to execute what we were just talking about there. The contact optimization, the power, helping you generate the power, and the covering a plate, meaning hitting the outside and the back side, and that has to do where you stand. It's so complex and simple, but you can't be thinking about it while you're getting in the box.
No, for me, the timing part of it, especially even last night, was like I was 3 of the 4 hits were I was right on time. The other one, nothing else changed except for I was just a tad early, and the ball, instead of being an exit velocity of whatever it was, I mean, it felt like it was over 100 miles an hour. It was like 75. Nothing changes, but the timing part of it made the big difference on how hard the ball is coming.
That's pretty much what it does.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have great technology, you can have great technique, but without the timing to go along with your technique, you're kind of lost. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, it's simplification, but there's so many moving parts to hitting. You know, Jeff Hall says, he told Bogey one time, Bogey was telling him about doing this and that, and he said, Bogey, I just tell him to hit the shit out of the ball. That's all I do. Pretty much that's what most guys do. You know, most guys really can't explain it. And I'll be honest with you, you know, just since I got on this YouTube channel and started talking about hitting, and you know, it just mumble jumble to me in a way, but I did everything intuitively. Like I never remember why I started laying my bat on the shoulder. But then, you know, I was listening to a guy talk about why he started laying his bat on the shoulder. Oh, shit, that's why I did that. And what it was, you know, we always played USSSA around here, and they had pitchers that you could do. They're doing it, you know, they're doing a jerk.
Jumping around.
Well, jumping around and doing this, you know, doing
fake.
You know, the fake shit. And, you know, someone would roll over and be talking to you. That's why I just stood up doing my bat on my shoulder, and because that way you're not putting it down, you know, like they doing that shit, that stuff in baseball, you know, waste of time basically. But yeah, that's why I put my bat on my shoulder.
A lot of it has to be with, like, it's got to be comfort level too. If you're feeling comfortable at the plate, sometimes it's the bat being on the shoulder. It just gives you it's a trigger for being calm.
I don't
be
think
silent before you attack it.
I don't think I wouldn't. You know, you're using the word trigger. No, I don't think it. I think it's a technique.
Yeah.
to
Good way of saying that technique.
calm yourself down, if you will. You gotta be calm, but you're not jumping. And when the ball comes, if you watch my swing in slow motion, when I step forward, my arms go back where they're supposed, instead of back here all the time and holding them, on your shoulder, back. You've seen my swing, and the people, this is not going to go out in the air, but it goes fast. Bing, bing, bing. All about timing. My whole timing is critical to the way I swing and the mechanics I use. Some guys, guys that can just beat the hell out of the balls, they can be off on their timing a little bit.
I think for most players, the timing, you can get a hit in your timing. You could be early, you could be late, but I think to have the perfect feeling swing, I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, perfect feeling swing, to get the most out of your mechanics, you have to be on time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, timing is talking about, like I wrote that down here, contact optimization, where it says proper timing increases the likelihood of making solid contact with the ball. Hitting the ball squarely with the bat allows a better control over the direction and the power, increasing the chances of getting a hit. Basically, it says it all right there.
Yeah.
And that's what we're fooling around with our conversation here. That's what we're trying to articulate.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
And the power generation, the timing affects the power in the context of generating. You're generating that power in your swing somewhat. You're transferring it for ground, of course. But when a hitter's timing is synced with the pitch, they can effectively transfer their body weight and momentum into the swing, maximizing the potential power. Basically, what it's saying is there's the right time for your body weight and the momentum to move through, and that's got to be timed correctly. Like your front foot's got to be down, the weight's still got to be back. You can't have all, your front foot down, your weight or your hands forward. It's all about that.
Do you think timing's a feel thing, or is it? If you were going to say timing is 100% of a piece of pie, how much of it is mechanical and how much of it is just a feel? In the sense that, do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think so, but I don't like the word feel. I think. I guess I get where you say feel, but it's really your mind making the decision at the right time. It's hand-eye coordination. I think it's hand-eye coordination. I don't know if you call that a feel. It's a sense.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a sense
Right.
than, it's not like it's what you feel. It's translating the data coming in and what you know from all the pitches you've seen. It's time to swing now. What I find the best way to do is when you're getting your body going forward and you keep your hands back, your timing can be off just a little bit. And sometimes it enhances your timing because your mind makes the bat go quicker to get to the ball. But watching the bat hit the ball is primary.
That's one thing that you mentioned to me a while ago, about your mind being able to catch up to it. And that's an underrated thing. I've never heard anybody talk about that before, but it's so true.
You know what I'm going to do is when we get off this, I'm going to ask AI and tell me what AI thinks about it. But I think that no one, I've never read that's what happens. I just, from my own experience,
yeah.
I've developed that, what do they call that? Well, it's not a theory, hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis, that's it. I haven't used that word in a long time. Ever since I left the corporate world, I lost all my big words. I just say it, there, here, there, But timing's the whole thing. Without timing, you're not much, What do you think about that? You know, contact optimization, power generation, plate coverage, reaction time, and pitch recognition.
Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah.
In essence, timing is the cornerstone of hitters' ability to make consistent, effective contact with the ball. That's essential for success in hitting.
I agree with that.
Well, we should make a video out of this.
That's
sometime.
actually a good conversation, really.
Yeah, I think we got to the point.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe we should put this out. Ed and Dan talk about. We make a little video of this, and I'll write a thing up on it, and then. Let's can we stop this and restart it at the same place? Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this little discussion about timing technique and technology, mostly focused on timing, and we came up with the concept of the mind will make your hands faster. It doesn't do it automatically. It's because of all the training you've had, and we're going to have another video that will explain that, and that'll be coming out shortly. Hit subscribe. Thank you.